try as yourself now to write a note on this piece of paper to that child that you were back then, in that moment, in that situation. What would you like to say to yourself now? What would you like for them to hear? I wanted us to do a little writing activity today, but no typing, please. Just grab a piece of paper and a pen. Writing is so much more, it goes deeper than when you just type things up on your screen on your computer. So I'm sure there is a little piece of paper lying around. Just grab it. It doesn't have to be big. It's not going to be a long task. We only have a couple of minutes. I would like for you to think of a time when you were at school, a day, a moment, a week, a month, when you really were struggling with something, going through a really hard time, and you felt a bit alone or misunderstood, or just there was just nobody there to say the right thing, to offer a tip, to show you what to do next, to help you. You felt that nobody understood. It was just you and your problem, your issue, your concern, something that was really bothering you, or something painful, maybe a traumatic experience. Think about that time and try as yourself now to write a note on this piece of paper to that child that you were back then, in that moment, in that situation. What would you like to say to yourself now? What would you like for them to hear? So we can do this for maybe 1-2 minutes. Just write a note to yourself when you were young, struggling and going through a hard time. Okay, so I hope you at least started. Maybe some of you are done. Maybe somebody's right in the middle there. There's so much more that you would like to say. And you can do it sometime today. Take 5 minutes to finish that letter, to say a bit more, or to read it again. When I did it for the first time, I was able to make peace with things, with people, with situations. It's such a great way to just get some closure, because there's always a little something here bugging you when you go back down the memory lane, something that happened at school. This is a really helpful tool. But now, since we are doing this, focusing on our students, first we, of course, have to look at ourselves and then try to help others. This is something you are and you can be for your students. Some of the things you say to them can make such a huge difference. And especially when you start to feel that it is all so overwhelming, there's so many things to fix, there's so many things you have to change. You can't do it, just one person. Look at all the mess the humans have created. Well, then it's good to go back to, like Gwyn said in his gem, simple magic, simple things, maybe a line, maybe a look, maybe just being there, maybe just a listening ear. And that moment that you create and provide for a student can change their life, maybe not right there in that year. Maybe 5 years later, they will be in a situation where some of the things they got from you in that moment will be helpful for them to decide on their next move, next step, or a position in life. Keep doing this. And you can also try it with your colleagues. I did it with my colleagues and it was amazing. Teachers who never think about counseling really don't have time for that. All I felt after this, understood that, hey, well, that's what these people do. And this is really important. So meaningful in many different ways. Thank you, everybody.